Today we're putting the LTB 25 to the test, and by the end of this video you'll understand why it's my favorite 25-foot center console on the market right now. We're going to crawl through every inch of this boat so you can see every feature that matters and then take it offshore for a full sea trial. We'll look at real-world fuel burn, performance numbers, ride quality, and run a few tests that most boat reviews never cover. If you're considering a 25-foot center console, this is the video you don't want to miss. LTB 25, this is the little brother of the 32. If you haven't seen the video of the 32, I'm going to put that up here on the screen so you guys can see it. I'm doing a full walkthrough of the 32 and sea trial, and now we're going to do a full walkthrough of the LTB 25. Personally, this is probably my favorite boat as far as the size goes. I think this is the perfect size for most people. This is still big enough where you can go offshore and do some heavy fishing on it, but still small enough that you can handle on your own. You know, you don't need a huge truck to pull it. You don't need to spend a ton of fuel. You can outfit it with a wide range. This one has two Mercury 225s. You can use a single 300, a 250 if you wanted to. Probably not recommended, but this boat does extremely well with a single 300, and you can put two 225s on it if you want to. I think this is really the perfect all-around boat. If you haven't seen the factory walkthrough of the builds of these boats, I highly recommend that you guys do. I'm going to put the link for that in the description for you guys to check out. These are hand-laid hulls, extremely heavy. They're not meant to be speed demons, although you can make them go fast. These boats are meant to be solid and tough, and they're meant for the commercial fishing guy. So if you want a boat that's going to take you offshore to fish, this is the boat for you. You can also outfit it however it is that you want, semi-custom boat, so you can have it made to your spec, you know, colors, EVA foam decking, all that stuff. Enough talking, let's get on the boat. I want to show you guys this one because this is probably my favorite layout for this style boat. It's very, very simple, and of course we're going to go through the cost and all that of these boats and the range of cost depending on your outfit. So let's start up here, and let's start at the bow. So immediately the 32 really does dwarf this 25, but don't get it twisted. This is a very large 25, very, very large 25. I believe it's got a 27 foot length overall. As you guys can see, get a full walkthrough. Very, 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 very big boat for a 25. Look at the amount of space you get here. Ton of space up here for casting. You can walk on these gunnels, no problem. You can cast your bait nets from up here, solid as can be. You have a trolling motor up here. This is amazing if you guys are doing deep dropping, or if you guys are fishing for mud snapper, you know, or fishing over these wrecks. You don't have to toss your anchor. All right, let's step down. Let's take a look at the anchor locker down here and see what we got. Very aggressive non-skid. I love this. Keeps you safe. All right, here we go. You could put a ton of anchor rod in here. Got this nice LTB anchor holder there. Keeps it nice and secure. Rod holders. This one has a ton of rod holders as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, so about 16 rod holders on this one, excluding the ones on the T-top and the T-top over here on both sides. This one's equipped with JL audio speakers. Let's take a look at this fish box up here, because I think this might be as big as a 32, almost as big. This one is not finished, but this one is about 5.5 feet. They have their life jackets stowed in here. So one of the things that I love is all this drainage system. All right, look at the insignia here on the non-skid. That's really pretty. Let's take a look over here on this side. See all of these channels here? They all drain here to these drains over here. So you have more fish boxes here. See how deep that goes. Yeah, more storage there. And this should be a live well here. Yep, that's a live well. I'll get you the specs on how big this one is. A nice in-deck live well. You get some more storage on the starboard side. for more of your stuff. Alright, Yeti cooler with the bolsters on there. I talked about this on the 32. I love the console access that you have half of the hatch that can open up so you don't have to move the cooler. That's super convenient. And then one of the things that I talked about on the 32 and on any boat that you guys are looking at, there's two areas in the boat that I really look at as far as that shows the quality of the manufacturer and how much they really care about their boat, and that is the console and the bilge. Some of you followers that have been following me for a while know that I get into the consoles, I get into the bilge, and I really show what these boats are made of in that sense. So look at all this. When something goes wrong, you want to be able to access it right away. Look at the organization. Everything is accessible. If and when you guys have an issue, because they're boats, right? We're gonna have issues with our boats. It's just a matter of when. You can call LTB and they're gonna say, hey, go here, go there, touch this, pull this, replace this, and you're set. Look at all the switches. Everything is heat shrunk and done perfectly. All your batteries are in here. You have your trolling motor batteries there. Love to see that. I love the color scheme on this boat, which is the white and the gray. I really like that. Very clean. The 32 didn't have bolsters. This one does have bolsters on it. I like that a lot. As you can see, the freeboard is perfect for when you're fishing. It's right at your knees. You can see. All right, starboard side. Get some more storage in here. They have their bumpers put in there. You can use this as a fish box as well. Drainage. This is a customer's boat. So this is a used boat. Let's go to the other side. More storage over here. Let me go to charger for your shore power. All right, let's take a look at this hardtop here, because this thing is badass. Everything's made in-house over at LTB. Again, look at the thickness of the T-top. Okay, these grab handles are awesome. Very, very comfortable, very convenient. Got rod holders on here, heavy duty. This thing is solid. Nice and finished on both sides. You have your non-skid over there. Up here you have your radar, through bolted, extremely strong. You have your light bar up top. I love these LEDs that are integrated into the hardtop. Very, very nice. Your anchor light, and you have some rod holders off the back. I love this. I believe this is a Key West style hardtop. Kind of flares in this way, gives you some space for your rods here, and then you still get the coverage back here. All right, let's go up to the console. Very comfortable up here. I love this seat. I love these the footrest up there. Very comfortable for those long trips. This one is equipped with twin Garmin's. I believe that's a Simrad radar system. I love the cleanness of the boat. There's not a lot of junk everywhere. This one's equipped with Seakeeper Ride. It's got a little phone charger over there. I love the LTB insignia there. Inside the switches, very, very nice. Fusion radio. Very, very nice. Let's take a look in there. Look at all their wiring up there for your radar, lights, all that comes through here. Armrest for the leaning post. I love this leaning post for this boat. They have a fiberglass leaning post as well. I personally like this one because it just gives you a lot more space back here on the 25. I really like this leaning post compared to the other one. Let's see, I believe this opens up. Let me see, I'm not sure. No, so it doesn't pull up because you have your tackle box back here. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, tackle box. Again, this is somebody's boat, so tackle storage back there. You can put a cooler back here. You got your rod holder, cup holder combos there with a grab reel. More rod holders back there on the T-top. Again, Gemlux hardware they use on the LTBs. Your big rod holders back there. All right, so let's look in here. Got a fish box back there. Fish box there. Some storage. And then on the port side, a lot of storage on this 25, a lot of storage for a 25-foot boat, period. And again, remember the second place I was telling you guys need to be checking is the bilge. And this says a ton about your boat. So this one is equipped with 2 bilge pumps down there. Guys, yeah, these are your live well pumps here. This one doesn't have the live well box. But here you have your Seakeeper ride. You have your fuel filter for your Mercs here. Easily, readily accessible. And look how clean everything is, guys. Double clamps on your hoses all through here, and silicone. Last thing you want is to have an issue when you're out in the water, one of these hoses coming off. You have your freshwater and raw water pumps. And then here you have your raw water access, your JL audio speakers. Then you have here on the transom, you have your live well. Looks like it's maybe 35 gallons. A little drain to go back in there. Thick plexiglass as well. And this is so you can actually walk on here and you can cast your nets off the back here on the transom. You could walk all through here. Got cup holders. Stainless steel bracket for your motors. This is all painted in-house as well. They non-skid paint it here at LTB. This one's equipped with twin 225s. And guys, I'm gonna go over the cost and the price of everything. A price range because these are semi-custom boats, so you can really spend as much money as you want. I'm also gonna put some clips of the other models that they have. Again, you could get this equipped with a single engine, you could get it equipped with twins. They all ride great. These are solid boats. They're hand-laid fiberglass, so they're meant to really go through some, some slop and keep you comfortable and get you home. So let's get on a sea trial. Let's see what this thing's made of. I can't wait. Doing a sea trial on the 32 as well. You're gonna wanna see both of these videos, and hopefully we get some chop out there so we can see how it does. So enough talking, let's get out there and see what we can do. I never got to go on the 25, dude.
I know, it's unfortunate. I can't believe you haven't.
I did the walkthrough, but I haven't actually been on it. This is by far my favorite 25-foot boat.
It's an incredible platform. It really is.
All right, here we go, guys. LTB 25. Already, you can just feel how smooth this is in this slop. Wait for it. Look at that. So smooth. Dude, this is so smooth, it's crazy.
For a 25.
Yeah, you can't beat it. Bahamas crossing on this thing. We can put bean bags back here and you're chilling. Super comfortable. Dude, this thing rides so soft.
No, it's just on starboard. Starboard.
All right, guys, we're gonna run just one engine. So with a 225, I'm gonna see what this can do. So we got a full tank of gas. We got 4 guys on board, kind of simulating a day out fishing, you know? Here we go.
We lost the motor.
Yeah, lost an engine.
Give it the juice. Turn it that way. Going a little bit. Yeah, forward.
Ross, this one does have Seakeeper ride, right?
This does have seat.
Is it engaged now or no?
No, right now, no. We're using manual taps.
Okay,
So it's off, but you can still manually play with the trim.
sweet.
22? We can go back there.
Yeah, we're doing 22 miles an hour.
Yeah, 24.
There you go. 24. That's nuts. Ross, what's the most popular setup for this boat?
Right now, twins are becoming a lot more popular. If I was to choose a recommendation, I would definitely I would go with the 200s with a 16 by 17 Eco. This has 16 by 19s. He wanted it for more of a faster mid-range speed. As he's going farther, he's doing a lot more Bahamas trips.
Nice.
So he wanted to cruise at a faster rate.
Yeah, 200 seems like perfect for this size boat.
200s is a phenomenal
And
setup.
you're doing 50s in that all day.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, yeah.
All day. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great platform, and as you saw, we just did 22, full of fuel,
Yeah.
and 4 guys on board.
Can we engage the Seakeeper ride and ride with it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
kinda-
You want to put the other motor in?
Yeah, see what it can do. And Ross, you were telling me about how stable it is with twins versus single.
Of course, yeah. So the center of displacement is more widened.
Yeah.
So compared to our single engine, obviously you got a bigger bracket, more flotation in the back. You see, we're taking a little nice quartering C on the back side. Not much rocking.
No, not at all.
And I think this is starting to become a lot more popular, especially here on the East Coast.
Yeah.
A lot of the people want the reliancy to go to the Bahamas, especially too. People go offshore and they have the peace of mind to have 2 engines instead of 1. Even though we have a lot of chartered fishermen, obviously from your area, from the Keys, that are running single just because of it's more economical. They can go fish the backcountry and they can go offshore.
Yeah.
But more of the twin engine setups are more primarily offshore pass fishing.
And we're running what, 1.9 with the twins, right?
1.9 to 2.2.
That's good. That's awesome. That's great.
All right, we got the Seakeeper ride engaged. And
Sweet.
Seakeeper ride engaged. Perfect.
Yeah, that Seakeeper ride is like cheating.
It is. It's a big cheat.
Yeah, it's a big cheat. And look, without the Seakeeper ride, this thing rides amazing.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's a perfected boat.
Yeah.
We still, even though this is hull number 150, obviously I'm still doing small things to make these boats even better. We got a couple new things coming that I really can't tell anybody, but we have some great new things coming to this 25 this year, and also talk to Andreas, Alfred. We're all going to be in the loop. We're going to be releasing some really cool features on this boat come end of summer, beginning of fall.
Nice. Well, we'll be there to see it. So
Absolutely. It's more of a, the years go by, we have a lot more customers that come in, hey, I wish the boat had this, because I tell everybody, what's one thing you do not like about the boat? And a lot of people are saying, some people gunnel height, here and there. I love the gunnel heights.
I love the gunnel height.
I'm a big guy. Look, I'm 6'3". I feel super safe back here, but you got some people that have kids.
Yeah,
the wife.
I see that. I can see that.
They're fearful for that. So
maybe seating options.
Seating options. We created our rear seating option. Now I've made a smaller one that goes right here.
Yeah.
You can still come inside the boat. We do our forward seating option that comes in pipework, or we can do fiberglass, and that would be compartments for life jackets, throwables, all your safety equipment.
Yeah. So here's the options. That's what's great about these semi-custom boats. You really can pick and choose as you want it, bare bones or fully outfitted.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're building the boat for the customer. We're giving it, the customer gives me a list of what they want, we make it happen.
We got some slop out here today. It's not super bad, right? But
No,
it's
not.
kind of a little confused out here, but
It is.
we should get a good a good feel for how this boat rides in this
Absolutely.
weather. So,
Are we ready?
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
They're coming back from the Bahamas right now.
There you go. Very little bow rise too.
Very little.
Very little.
It's just like butter.
Butter, man, butter. This ride's so good.
It's a great platform for the size,
This ride's so good.
for the comfortability.
Yeah.
This is one of the most solidified 25s on the water.
Dude, there's a little shop out there. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
It's great.
Perfect boat.
Yeah.
A lot of shorts this year.
Look at that.
2.4 right there.
Can't beat that. 30 miles an hour,
Yeah.
At 2.5 miles per gallon.
2.5. Pretty much the efficiency almost like of a single 300 and 250, right? Yeah. And we're chilling. Nice and easy. Motors aren't working hard. Now we're heading back in the inlet.
2.6. Almost.
We're coming in through Port Everglades. Let's talk about pricing, Ross.
Absolutely.
So we did the sea trial on the 32, absolute beast. We just did the sea trial on the 25. I'll be honest with you, for me personally, I love this boat. I love the 32, but I would have this boat for myself, the 25. It's probably my favorite. This is my favorite 25-foot boat on the market.
It's a very easy boat to maintain.
Super
as well.
easy. We saw how efficient it was with the twin engines. I think this is the perfect size boat for somebody even starting out. It's just big enough, and it's definitely not small.
No.
What are we talking about as far as price and different configurations that this boat can come in? Because this one has
Twin
Twins.
225 Mercuries. So obviously our boats are a la carte, just like the 32. This one's at 79.
Okay.
$70,900.
that's with no engine.
That's with no
Bare
engine,
bones.
but that's bare bones. That's build it the way you want. Everything's
Okay.
easy to rig. All your through-hole fittings, your basic plumbing, tubing, your console, your nice leaning post, single engine bracket, and majority of the boats, single engine boats rigged out, are going from anywhere from 130 to 160, varying on options. If you do stand through, when you do Seakeeper, obviously they're going to get
it's gonna go up.
high 100s. This specific setup that we're on right now is 190 to 200. So you can kind of see what you get. So that's the greatest thing about a boat. And obviously the guy, this customer, gray interior, wanted a Simrad to show his Mercuries instead of the vessel view. So, and that's how custom we get.
This is my favorite layout so far.
It's a great
I know
layout.
you guys have the fiberglass leaning post,
Yes.
right? I like the simple layout better. If I want to put some bean bags back here, I could, maybe up in the front. I like this layout better. It's a little bit, but that's just my style. Well, that's the great thing is with a boat company like you guys, you can customize it however you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are we looking for as far as lead time? If I call you, hey, I want this boat. I give you a deposit. What's the lead time on this boat?
So right now, lead time on this specific boat is about 4 months to going into the mold. Once we start the process, it's about a 4 to 5 month. I'd say 3 to 5 month. Varying. If you're going to do a bare hull, we're looking at 2 months, maybe a month and a half.
That's pretty good.
But obviously, there's some fully rigged boats. There's some products that are on back order we can't control. As of 1708 has been a hard
Yeah.
piece of glass to find lately.
Yeah.
And obviously that halts my production. So, every boat varies. And obviously too, it's an a la carte boat. There's some customers that come to me, hey, I just want a motor rigged and I'll do the plumbing and I'll do the electrical. Or there'll be a boat that goes out of my shop without a motor, but with plumbing and electronics installed, because that guy can go to Reliable or go anywhere and go get a brand new motor.
Yep. True.
There's people that have connections with everybody. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold anybody up saying you need to buy my product.
Right.
Our goal here in this company is to get everybody into a well-made custom boat at a great value.
Amazing. What's your next
RSVP event. Where are you guys going to be next so people can see you? Maybe RSVP with you guys to take a ride on the 25 and the 32.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be in Key Largo next weekend, and that will be Father's Day weekend. I will be in Miami in July. We don't know yet. I'm thinking we're going to run some out of Black Point. Maybe
nice. Yeah,
go to Matheson, maybe just because of the idle zone situation that obviously we have at Black Point, just for quicker sea trials. So we'll be in Miami. We'll be running around St. Pete. We'll definitely be doing some sea trials out of St. Pete as well. So we'll be around. Calm down everybody, I'm eventually gonna make my way out to Alabama, Louisiana. I'll be out there in Texas. I'm gonna do it after hurricane season. Let's just get through the season real quick. We're in Florida, but once we get that through, I think it's gonna be a great boat. It's a great product. The 25 is obviously our bread and butter. This is what started the company. This is what got us to get the 32 built and made. And
there's talks of a 38.
There is talks. And I will be starting that here at the end of the year.
Listen, if the 32 is a monster, the 38 is going to be...
and it's going to be a bracketed boat.
Yeah,
so
nice.
The 32 and the 25 have blueprinted bottoms. This 25 has the exact same bottom as the 32. The 38 is going to have the exact same bottom as the 32.
Wow.
So all of our boats, the 25, the 32, the 38 are all going to be 24.5-degree dead rises. They're going to be belly bottoms, conventional styled hull.
Amazing.
And I'm really excited. That's gonna be a true 38, like this is a true 25. So it'll be a 40 with a bracket. It'll be 42 with engines. And I'm gonna try to keep that boat from $500,000. You know, I'm gonna be keeping that boat as very competitive as I possibly can. And I'm gonna also be selling that boat as an a la carte as well.
Amazing, amazing. All right, guys, you heard it from Ross. Check them out on their socials. I'm going to put their information down below. Thanks to Jake.
Yep, Cap Jake.
I'm Jake for taking us out. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.